Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are cutting through the noise to look at one very specific piece of camera gear. It's the SmallRig Z50 II camera cage made for the Nikon Z50 II. So on the surface you see this thing. It's about 70 bucks, made of this nice lightweight aluminum. And it promises everything you'd want. Rugged protection, a secure 3-point locking system, and crucially, professional mounting points. We're talking Arca Swiss for tripods.
Right, for getting on and off a tripod really fast.
Exactly. And NATO rails. If you've ever built a camera rig, you know that's the standard for handles, monitors.
It's how you turn a simple camera into a full-on production machine.
Right. And SmallRig has credibility here. They've been making this kind of gear since, 2013?
Yeah, they're a known quantity.
So here's our mission for this deep dive. We're looking at user feedback to see if this upgrade solves a problem or if it surprisingly creates a new, more expensive one.
To really get the conflict, you have to start with the camera itself, the Z50 II. It's interesting because it's one of the last mirrorless cameras in its class that still has a built-in pop-up flash.
Which most people think of as, a very amateur feature.
They do, but it's actually a vital safety net. Nikon rates it with a guide number of 7 meters at ISO 100.
Okay, so let's translate that. What does that mean in the real world?
Right, let's skip the jargon. It just tells you how far the light reaches. 7 meters isn't going to light up a studio. But it's perfect for a quick indoor shot or for filling in some shadows outside or, and this is the key, for when the battery on your expensive external flash dies.
Ooh, the one you swore you'd charge.
Exactly. That little pop-up flash is the backup hero that you already paid for when you bought the camera.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Fine.
So we have this $70 accessory that promises maximum protection, maximum connectivity.
From a company known for smart design.
So why would they design a cage for this specific camera and not check the clearance for its main backup feature?
That is the question. And what the sources reveal is a classic case of, well, prioritizing one thing over another, protection over utility. The full cage design has this top rail that runs right over the camera body.
And let me guess, it sits right where the flash needs to pop up.
Precisely. The outcome is absolute. The cage physically stops the flash from ever deploying.
So let's just unpack that. You're paying $70. And in exchange for that $70, you are permanently disabling a feature that has maybe a $90 or $200 backup value.
And that's where the math starts to get, a little shocking because you're not just losing the feature. You're basically being forced into another purchase just to get back to where you started.
You mean you have to go out and buy an external flash now?
You do. If you want that emergency light source back, you need an external unit. That's another $85 to $200 bucks.
So the true cost of this $70 cage is actually closer to what, $160, maybe $270 minimum.
Just to maintain the baseline functionality the camera shipped with. It's wild.
So what does this all mean for you, the person listening? The full cage really only makes sense if you know for a fact you will never touch that pop-up flash.
Right. If your plan is always to have it fully rigged with external lights, maybe it works for you.
Otherwise, you're just paying to make your life more difficult and more expensive.
But fortunately, the sources we found detailed a really good alternative, and it's from the same company.
Oh, interesting.
SmallRig also makes a minimal base plate. It's only about $30, and it gives you the most important upgrades, that Arca Swiss quick release for your tripod, plus a few accessory points.
And it doesn't block the flash, I'm assuming.
It doesn't block a thing.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. The reviews pointed out that the base plate adds just enough depth to the bottom of the camera.
Let me guess. For pinky support.
You got it. That little bit of extra height gives you a much better grip, a little ledge for your pinky finger to rest on.
Which is a huge deal on these smaller camera bodies. So it actually improves handling, costs $40 less, and doesn't break anything.
It's a much smarter buy for most people.
So I think the final thought here is, when you're pursuing that pro look or even just better protection, you have to stop and ask what you're actually sacrificing. Is that extra mounting point on a $70 cage really worth removing the $90 backup plan you already paid for? Something to think about for your specific use case before you click buy.